This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 18 and verse 10. The name of the Lord, Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, is a strong tower. The righteous run into it and is safe. Barakati Yahawah, Barakati Yahawashi, Barakati Yahawah, Barakati Yahawashi, Barakati Yahawah, Barakata Yahawashi. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, Bahasham Rukakodash. Double honors, apostles, and elders of great millstone, peace and salutation to you, beloved Akim, that's pushing his word in sincerity and truth, with humiliation on the cross of following. To you, I salute. This is the brother Desire one back at you with another lesson to the spirit and power of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. And, I want to get into a brief lesson, something along the lines of, our power source. Our power source. All right? Okay? Because these people out here, they don't have a power source. The name of the Lord. All right, Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. You got to know the names and having faith in their names. All right, the God of the Bible and his beloved Son. They have names. All right, ain't no God and ain't no Jesus. Because in these times, these perilous times, you're going to need that power source. All right, because who these people going to turn to in these times? Who these people going to turn to? They don't have no power source. Our power source is Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. All right, our only power source. All right, who's going to keep us safe, right? Let's look up the word safe. All right. All right, safe. Defend, exalt, be excellent. All right. That's who's going to defend us. All right, Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. So you got to believe in the names. All right. Okay. Especially in these last days, because, I was just, speaking to somebody this morning, and, well, me and this lady, we talk from time to time, and she was telling me about her niece. Her niece got in an accident, and pretty much her bone broken 3 places on her leg, and, they had to fly her out from one island to the capital, to the main hospital to get to try to get surgery. And she told me that from a couple days ago when she did her niece first got in an accident. And pretty much, when I spoke to her this morning, she called me, say, man, she was telling me how, they denying they ain't trying to give her niece no blood from the blood bank, because she losing a lot of blood. And I thought her niece already got the surgery and she recovering, but she said her niece is on the list for next week. All right, to have surgery. Imagine, you in that kind of position, and pretty much you need blood. You losing blood. They have all kind of other patients to tend to get operate surgery on, and you way behind. Boy, it's a scary thing to go into that hospital. The Lord Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi really have to be with you. You see? And I brought this precept because, hey, the only thing was gonna keep us is Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, our power source. He ain't gonna outfeel us, and he ain't gonna put more than us we can bear. He ain't gonna put more than us on us than we can bear. Cause listening to that, I said, boy, it's a fearful thing to fall down to a living power. And she let me listen to the voice note of her niece saying how they ain't want to give her no blood right now. I said, wow. And people actually is die in the hospital, and it's so busy. People, doctors and nurses tending to this people and that people. It's hectic. So when you go in there, trust me, only only the Lord can keep you. Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi would keep you. I mean, us who believe in his name, but people who believe in Jesus, but they, People end up dying in there. Your faith got to be strong going in there. And I thought about that. I say, wow, our power source, Yahawashi, but what other source we get? Who we could turn to in these dark and evil times? And it's getting worse. It's getting worse out here. Hey, to Wadiya Bashim Shai, to Wadiya Bashim Shai, to Wadiya Bashim Shai. To be under this covering of Yahweh Bashim Shai, because to go from this covering, you'll be in plenty problems. Who can defend you? Who's going to keep you safe? All right? To Wadiya Bashim Shai. Okay? Silakia. To Wadiya Bashim Shai, it says the name of the Lord is a strong tower. You got to know the names. You got to know the names. You got to know the names of the Most High and His Son. God and Jesus. I can tell you that. Praying to Salakia. Praying to Jesus in the world. Nothing never come true for me. But praying to Yahweh Bashim Yahawashi, regardless of sometimes the Lord busts your ass. Okay, you do these trials and affliction, but hey, He always just make a way in the end. He always just come true in the clutch. I would pretty much say that. Like what they say in basketball, He's come too big in the clutch. In the last minute, the Lord has come true. The last second, He always is deliver. To Wadiya Bashim Yahawashi, to be a part of something great. This is Psalms 91 and 14. Because He had set His love upon me, therefore will I deliver Him. I will set Him on high because He had known my name. You got to know the names. You got to know the names. Okay? Okay? The name is very important. Okay? He shall call upon me, and I will answer him. I will be with him in trouble. I will deliver him and honor him. With long life will I satisfy him and show him my salvation. So, if you don't have the names of Yahweh Bashim Yahawashi, how else can these things happen to you? Or how else can He deliver you, defend you? Alright, and you don't have the names. Alright, if you don't believe in the names, then you're tied to the power source. Then you don't have the power source. Then you can be in plenty trouble in these last days. I can tell you that. You can be in plenty problems in these last and evil days. You gotta know the names. Alright. What is His name? If thou can tell. Let's get it. The Most High have a name, and His Son has a name. This is Proverbs 30 and 4. Who had descended up into heaven, or descended? Who had gathered the wind in his fist? Who had bound the waters in a garment? Who had established all the ends of the earth? What is His name, and what is His Son's name? If thou canst tell. Alright? What is His name, and what is His Son's name? They have names. God and Jesus. So, if you don't have the right power source, Yahweh Bashim Yahawashi, you don't play any problem these last days. Because the scripture said the name of the Lord is a strong tower. Tower, elevated stage, pulpit, raised bed. By analogy, a rostrum, figuratively, a bed of flowers, castle. Let me go on to the root word. Okay. A rostrum. What's a rostrum? A raised platform on which a person stands to make a public speech, receive a award or medal, play orchestra, and conduct an orchestra. Alright. Let me get it in the other translation. The ISV, the name of the Lord is like a strong tower. The righteous rushes to it and lifted up above the danger. You see that? Alright. Let me get it in the NLT. I'm going to get out of here because I pretty much hit my point. This is Proverbs 18 and 10. The name of the Lord is a strong fortress. The godly run to Him and are safe. The sinner's going to call on God and Jesus and going to get taken and destroyed. Alright? taken and destroyed. You see? But yes or no? Bring those to spirit and power of Yahawashi Mashai. Yeah, man. Shalom.